Okay, Planning and Development Committee meeting, Mr. Thames, Mr. Wolverton.
Here.
Mr. Jones. Here. Mr. Wyatt.
Here.
Miss Andress.
Here.
So you got 1 absent, 4 present, so you have a quorum.
All right. First, I would entertain a motion to dispense with the reading and approval of the minutes from the August 17, 2020 meeting.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Wolverton, second by Ms. Andress. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. That is 4-0. All right. Old business, 160115, update on past, present, and future sidewalk projects. Mr. Cobb, do we have anything on that tonight? I don't know if we do or not.
I just wanted to explain to the council that on a couple of the projects we're looking at right now, that on B and Montgomery Street, we're going to have to run right behind the curb, which is not our normal procedure, because we only have about 5 feet of right-of-way. On Mecca, there's a couple of hurdles in there that's going to cause us to end up pretty much right behind the curb again. And I know our subdivision regs have a different setup for that, but our subdivision regs for when you build new subdivisions and you have the right-of-way that, not the obstacles that we have in complete neighborhoods. So I just want to make sure the council's aware that that's the reason that we did Mayfair like we did. We dodged things and tried to accommodate the neighbors as best we could. And they said, please go around my tree, don't tear up my flower bed, and we accommodated them. And I want to put that out in the open because I don't want y'all to think that I'm a loose cannon, which I have been sometimes. But let's see, what's the other street? Oh, Lancaster. Where we've got the right-of-way, our sidewalks are supposed to be 5 feet wide. They're going to be 4 feet on B and Montgomery, and I plan to make them 5 there. I've had a request to reduce them to 4, but I wouldn't do that without the council's knowledge of it. So if y'all got any comment on that, let me know. I'll paint them on the ground. I think the thing to do is paint them on the ground and let y'all look at them in red paint. Actually paint, and then go from there. Of course, once I paint them, that's when all the neighbors are going to start calling us. So I won't have to tell you; you'll know.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, that's all I've got. Is just I wanted to bring that out. I didn't want to just take off and do that without letting you know.
I do have one quick question.
Sure, go ahead.
What about the little landing at Durham on the other side of that new crosswalk at the Marriott? So
Sure.
it couldn't even be 6 feet. It's from Durham to the crosswalk, right there by the Marriott at the new crosswalk.
I can't picture that right now, but whatever it is, I'll go fix it.
That was part of what we've discussed doing for the rest of this fiscal year. It's just a small landing that will allow sort of Durham and that side of the neighborhood to access that crosswalk without having to go into any woods or anything.
Okay.
It's real small.
All right, not a problem. I just want to make y'all aware of why we've done these changes. It's because we're in existing neighborhoods, and it's not like we just built a subdivision.
Mr. Gwaltney, do you have a question?
Yeah, Mr. Cobb, you mentioned there were some hurdles on Mecca. Well, I guess, what are those hurdles, and are they insurmountable?
No, there's a couple of retaining walls that I've got to elevation changes between yards, and we're going to have to do a little finesse right there to get over them.
Okay.
I don't really want to go out in the street right there because it's so narrow already.
I agree.
And so we're going to have to run right behind the curbs. We've got some landscape issues that are going to come up also. If the homeowners would rather us go around their tree and we've got the space to do it, and I don't mind doing that.
Sure.
I'd like to cause as least disruption as possible.
Makes sense. So if you have to go around a tree, would that be further into their yard, requiring right of way?
Yes, sir.
So
Sir?
We can't replace that tree because you know in 10, 15, 20 years that damn tree's gonna buckle that sidewalk.
Well, that depends, Joe, what kind it is, Mike. That's true.
That's my only concern there. I mean, that's what we're dealing with over in Hollywood right now.
Right.
Planting trees in the right of way right beside the sidewalks, and now we're replacing them because they're busted.
The tree roots pop them up. That's what we're doing, a lot of replacements in Hollywood right now, for that very reason.
And that's what we're work. That's my only concern with that, and I know, Andy, for you guys over there, but I mean, it's great to be able to work around some of them, but depending on the trees and stuff, I mean, in 10 years, they're buckling that concrete, busting it, because the roots are coming up.
Then we got trip hazards.
So-
Yeah, I think it'd have to be a decision based on the type of tree, how long it's been there, the size of it. If it's something smaller, I mean, I'm not sure that it's the right choice to go around it, but I know you'll make the right decision.
All right, well, I just want to let you know that's for any deviation, but I'll be painting them, let you see them before we go to construction.
Thanks for clarification.
Can I ask a question,
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Cobb? Yorkshire Drive looks like a third world country. Do we know when waterworks are coming through there?
That's Spire.
I thought Spire's done.
They are, but the paving is the last thing they're doing, and it's coming. I talked with Daniel today. It's coming. It's coming.
Okay. I mean, I thought we were waiting on waterworks for Yorkshire.
No, that's
too.
Rumson.
Okay.
Yeah, Rumson's, Waterworks going to lay a new line all the way down the length of Rumson.
You tell me straight, John.
Do you read your newsletter today, John?
I knew Spire was done. I just assumed.
Yeah, they're landscaping right now, and their paving companies are finishing up some other jobs.
Yep.
So, and Daniel was out last week with a baby being born, so, but they're on it. I mean,
And Rumson is one of those streets that has about 8 inches of concrete underneath the asphalt. It's a real field to work on. I mean, 6 to 8 inches, it varies, but we've dug it up a few times, so it's
Okay.
got 4 to 6 inches of asphalt, and then it's got concrete underneath that. So it'll be slow moving. Wow. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cobb. We will carry this item over without objection. Next item is 300619, request to consider ordinance to govern appearance of small cell antennas by Councilor Thames. I'm thinking we're just carrying this over tonight unless anyone has anything that they need to discuss about it. Okay, then we will carry that one over. 230919, request for consideration of a Rosedale Local Historic District. Councilors Gwaltney and Thames.
Yes, sir, Councilor Wyatt, just a quick update. We need just a few more pieces of property identified. I've actually emailed someone at the county to help identify an owner. I couldn't find it whenever we were searching for it the other day. So we're close. We'll probably be able to pass this out at the next committee meeting and then refer it to the HHPC.
You want to carry it over one more week?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. We'll carry that item over as well. 070820, public hearing set for tonight for consideration of rezone property at 3019 Firefighter Lane from R5 to R5 attached dwelling unit district to R4 attached dwelling unit district. The applicant is Jason Hale and Willow Homes. This item went to the Planning Commission and received an 8-0 favorable recommendation. Mr. Pugh, do we have anything on this tonight other than what we're doing later? Do we?
Yes, but just what's going on later, it's gone through planning commission.
Okay. Does anyone have any questions about it of Mr. Pugh before we get to council?
I've spoken with some of the residents about it, and they're thrilled that they're keeping it an MPD requirement, so the neighborhood is in favor.
Okay.
Council, I would point out, just echo what Jennifer said, it's very important, each property to follow MPD requirements, even though that's not specifically stated, that is his problem.
That's a proffer he's probably going to make tonight.
Yeah, the ordinance that was published has certain conditions. One, construction of property shall adhere to height restrictions consistent with MPD. Only 2 side setbacks of 95 feet for each lot. 3, front setback of 25 feet for a total lot coverage on no more than 50% of the curb and curb surface. Lots of the single family residence. That's perfect. That's what's in the ordinance. Yes, okay.
All right. Well, then I would entertain a motion to send out without recommendation.
I move to send out with a recommendation per the public hearing.
All right. Motion by Ms. Andrus, second by Mr. Jones. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Then we'll send that out without recommendation, 4-0, and we are adjourned.